Today I want to talk to you about a topic that I touch on a lot with my nutrition clients, and that is looking at food on a continuum. Now, when people start dieting or they start to try and make nutritional changes, people tend to put food in two different groups, and that is either good foods or bad foods. Now, often when we put a label on food such as good or bad, the bad foods become even more tempting and they become in the forefront of our mind more than usual. So we don't like to put food groups in good or bad. Rather, we like to think of our food choices as on a continuum. So we have the perfect meal on one end of the continuum and the worst sort of meal you could think of on the other. Now, when we're thinking about nutritional changes and habits, we like to just make slow 1% changes along that continuum. So you might be starting with a meal that is really not really good for your goals, or it doesn't align with your goals. And rather than trying to make it perfect or on the other end of that continuum, we like to just move it up by 1 or 2%. The next week, perhaps we try to move it 1 or 2% again. And the idea of this is that our choices and our changes, they're very sustainable over time, and we're able to manage these and continue with these changes over time, rather than going from 0 to 100 and giving up altogether. So next time you're trying to make healthy choices and changes to your nutrition, try not to go from good or bad to good or 0 to 100 with your food choices. Just think, how can I make this meal 1 to 2% better now and 1 to 2% better again in the future, so that, in 4 to 6 months' time, you might not have the perfect meal on your plate, but that's okay because it might be 50% better than when you started, and it's probably going to be a lot more sustainable for you in the future. So really try not to put the good and the bad food labels on the choices that you're making. Rather, think about a continuum that you can slowly change and progress with over time.